I stopped at the gas station to buy some Reese's peanut butter cups. Ended up buying some beer. Moral of the story, I like titties.
Sorry.
I love titties. I love titties. I love titties. I love titties.
On my way to see my friends who lived a couple blocks away from me. And I walked through the subway. It must have been about 3:15. In front of me stood a beautiful honey with a beautiful body. She asked me for the time, said I could stir her name, 6-digit number, and a date with me tomorrow at 9. Did she decline? Didn't she mind? I don't think so. Was it for real? Damn sure. I was a deal. A pretty girl is 24. So was she keen? She couldn't wait. Cinnamon queen, let me update. What did you say? She said she loved to rendezvous. She asked me what we were gonna do. So we stopped at a bottle of Moet for to Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday. Met this girl on Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on my way to see my friends who lived a couple blocks away from me. I walked through the subway. It must have been about 3:15. In front of me stood a beautiful honey with a beautiful body. She asked me for the time, said I could stir her name, 6-digit number, and a date with me tomorrow at 9. Did she decline? Didn't she mind? I don't think so.
Let's go.
Was it for real? Damn sure. I was a deal. A pretty girl is 24. So was she keen? She couldn't wait.
That beat drop. It's too hard.
Queen, let me update. What did you say? She said she loved to rendezvous. She asked me what we were gonna do. So we stopped at about a Moet for to Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday. Met this girl on Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday.
That's right.
And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on.
Oh my God. Let's get to it.
Sorry.
I love titties. I love titties. I love titties. I love titties.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know what it is, man. You know what I mean? You are now tuned in to the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. Episode 44. You know, the coldest live stream podcast in the world. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody tuning in right now, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook from the comedian Larry Starks page and the personal page. Shout out to everybody that's watching from from Twitter, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Twitch right now. I appreciate each and every one of everybody that's in this joint taking the time out, you know what I mean, to kick it with me for a little bit, man, on this good Thursday. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. You know, before I start, I got to jump in the comments and say what up to everybody, man, because, you know, this is a live stream podcast. So not only am I podcasting, but I'm going live interacting with everybody that's interacting with me, man. So shout out to my dog, Chris Wynn in the building, my dog, Joey True in the building, Dante, Get Money. What up, though? What's up, Get Money? What's up, Antonius Mitchell, man? You know, Get Money said they don't know nothing about that Craig David, man. That's what you was listening to in the beginning. You know, that was Craig David on the Fisher on the Fisher beat. You know what I'm saying? And that was very, very tough. You know what I'm saying? That was very, very tough for him to bring back the old joint on a new type beat. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Craig David. He still sounds amazing, man. You know what I mean? It's good to hear, it's a lot to talk about, man. It's a lot to cover. We got a lot of ground to cover tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? In a short amount of time. A lot has taken place since we've last did the pod. You know what I'm saying? And as you can tell by the name of the pod, we got a whole lot to talk about, man, because I think I'm going to give the realist view, you know what I'm saying, realist ninja type view of non-biased opinion, from all of this past week's events. I want to wait to get into it, but at the same time, I'll leave it up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave it up to y'all to see if y'all want to get into it. You know what I mean? And go from there. I don't know. Heather Nicole, what up, though? Shout out to Heather Nicole, biggest Kendrick Lamar fan in the world. Can't nobody tell me nothing different. The only one I know whose energy been the same since years ago. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, I still remember you inboxed me that Black Boy Fly video one day. You was just, you was on some inspiration type mode, and you sent the YouTube link to me, and I was appreciative of it, even though that's one of my favorite joints too. So, shout out to that, man. You know what I'm saying? Grand Peasy said, your South Central haircut video was hilarious. I appreciate it, Brody. I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to make a video on the J-Rock haircut. If you ain't seen it, man, catch it on my YouTube channel. Very hilarious video, you know what I mean? Very funny video. I just put it up today. You know what I'm saying? And Joey True said, wait and let him get in. I am waiting and letting them get in. I'm gonna give him time. I'm gonna give him time to get in here. But I mean, I will say though, man, a lot of ground will be covered tonight in the realest way. You know what I'm saying? My motto, real is rare, man. And one thing that I've kind of noticed is a lot of people ain't keeping it real with each other. And it's a lot of Scooby-Doo masks being pulled off and people being revealed for who they are out here in this game. You know what I'm saying? I see beyond the scope. When I see things, I see what's behind it, not what's in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the kind of temperature I'm on. But I ain't gonna waste too much time talking. I'm gonna get straight into it, man. Matter of fact, let me get my round of applause up on deck, man. Let me get my round of applause, man. Round of applause. Round of applause to the most epic rap battle that we've ever seen in the history of music. That was the most epic rap battle between Kendrick Lamar and Drake that we've ever seen in music. We ain't never seen nothing like it. Ain't never seen nothing like it. Ain't never seen nothing like it, man. So, shout out to them, and I'm gonna get into that a little bit later, man. Get Money. I already got that as a topic too, and I get on into it, man. He said, how do you feel about Ryan Garcia cheating in the Devin Haney fight? And this is the thing. He had a second test and it didn't come positive. They said it was like a billionth of a percent or something that he had, a billionth of a something that he had a trace in his system of whatever it is, this the banned substance or whatever. So whatever they had to basically make it seem like he was disqualified, Ryan Garcia disqualified for the Devin Haney fight, it proved to not be true with the second test. Because when they say that you tested positive, they test you another time to make sure there wasn't a false positive. And it's looking like, I'm not 100% sure, because I seen it like everybody else, but it looks like that it was a false positive. So, shout out to Ryan Garcia, won fair and square, you know what I mean? And that's what it is, So shout out to that, because the biggest thing with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is Devin Haney's father has talked a lot of shit for him. He's done more talking than he's let his son's hands do, and being that his dad is a street dude, that he's basically given his son, checks that he's not sure that he could cash, in the sense of going out there fighting and performing at a high level. It's cool to believe in your son, LeVar Ball, all that kind of stuff, Dion, it's cool to believe in your son, but to tough talk, and then leave it to him to back up, is kind of, I feel like that's a bit much, you know what I'm saying? So, Ryan Garcia has something to prove after losing to Tank Davis, you know what I'm saying? And, I don't know if you actually see his father, they had some footage of his father talking and kind of going off on somebody. You kind of see where he gets his erratic behavior from. Like, I don't even think that's no craziness or nothing. That's just how they are. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever he did, it worked because, he beat that man. he beat that man into Dance Revolution moves. Like, he hit that man so hard he turned around and cha-cha slide in front of his corner. Like, I don't know what was going on with that, man. Like, he hit Devin Haney so hard he tried to catch himself, and his legs was back. I mean, his arms was back spread too far to where I know his underarms hurt. Like, hey, if somebody punch you and you experience underarm pain, that is a hit that you was not ready for. Like, bruh, don't beat me up in front of my family, fam. Like, come on, man. Hey, listen, Devin Haney got his face tapped in front of his daddy. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to give it to Ryan Garcia. He got the win fair and square. And of course, they're going to try to minimize it because that's just what people do. You know what I'm saying? People love to minimize stuff, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? Jay Cox said false positive is my daughter's, your ninth daughter's name. That's a creative and artistic name. What's her middle name? False positive. I bet your substitute teacher's still gonna mess it up. She's gonna think it's Italian or something. False positive. Yeah, so Devin Haney, man. I mean, Devin Haney got to deal with the fact that he got his face tapped, bro. It's really nothing we can do about that. You know what I'm saying? He got his face tapped, and he's talking about, if you cheated, then that's dangerous because your life could be, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, I hear you, but that ain't making no sense because you should have been talking with your hands out there in that ring instead. Your daddy was out there, writing checks that you couldn't cash. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Jay Cox said his daughter's middle name is Plan B. False positive Plan B. False positive Plan B Cox. That's a name right there, boy. I know her license is going to have 2 pieces of plastic attached to it. That's a long name. But getting right into it, man. Okay. That did the battle this weekend, man.
Let's get to it.
Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. I want to get straight into it, man, because it was an eye-opening experience because I've seen something that I've never seen before from just in general. Like, I've never seen things that happen the way that they did. So, Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. It kind of started with Kendrick Lamar doing Like That. I know they've been subbing each other on songs for years. We're not going to talk about that. But, Kendrick Lamar did the verse on Like That, right? And everybody was, when he said the big 3, big me line, everybody went nuts. Like, oh my God, So J. Cole came out with the diss. We know that. J. Cole didn't apologize for the diss because didn't nobody really like it. Next thing you know, Drake drops. He drops push-ups. And push-ups was hard. You know what I'm saying? Drop and give me 50. Like, that was hard, And the thing that happened immediately that I noticed is the minute that Drake dropped, everybody turned against him. I ain't never saw this before because some of these same people I seen with my own eyes, some of these same people was just at Rupp Arena at the Drake concert when he came. Some of these other people in other cities was at the Drake concert when he was in that town. I saw their stories. I saw the stories. You was at the concert. Then all of a sudden, it started to become a thing that we've never seen before. Something that started to pop out was a Kendrick Lamar hive. We have never seen a Kendrick Lamar hive before. This is in no way to minimize Kendrick Lamar. I'm just always in favor of the underdog. I always try to figure out why the underdog is the underdog. I mean, when Golden State played the Cavaliers when LeBron James was on and Kyrie got hurt. That year that Kyrie got hurt, Matthew Dellavedova had to guard Steph Curry. You know that is an insane mismatch. You know that's an insane mismatch, right? But one game, Matthew Dellavedova shut Steph Curry down. I'm talking about all the way down. Steph Curry was minimized that game. I think he had probably 11 points. It was something like that. Like Steph Curry didn't cook at all. And for me, I'm like, it's easy to root for Steph Curry. I like the dude who ain't got no chances that's taking the chances. He's a dog right now. You know what I'm saying? He's the underdog. I became a fan of Matthew Dellavedova that day, bought a jersey and everything. Like, I like that type of energy, the underdog type of energy, because it's like, I understand that he's not the big name that everybody sees, but that doesn't mean that he's not as valuable. You see what I'm saying? And funny enough, he had to work. Matthew Dellavedova had to work as hard as he's ever worked in his life, because after that game, he guarded Steph Curry and shut him down. Everybody was praising him, but bro had to go hospital, and they spent the whole night giving him IV fluids because his body cramped up. He was out the next game. Like he gave it everything he had, so much so that his body was not prepared to play the next game. His body was not prepared to play the next game. I just couldn't do nothing but applaud it, because you know you was dealing with somebody who's the real deal, and you gave it everything you had for one game. But you know, I just like the underdog mentality. I say all that to say, I was surprised to see that Drake was the underdog in this battle. I'm a fan of both. I go back Section 80, even before that, all the freestyles that Kendrick used to do on the West Coast beats before he met the West Coast legends. I go back that far. You know what I'm saying? And what got me was the heavy criticism of the records that had nothing to do with the battle. Like, people were starting to talk and say stuff about Drake that had nothing to do with the battle between them two. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that I didn't like was the fact that so many people was trying to gang up on one person. I thought that was on my own. This is my own opinion. Let me tell you now, my opinions are not to convince anybody else to think like me. I've had to tell so many grown men this. My opinions are not for you to think like me. I'm not trying to convince you to share my thought. I'm speaking on my own behalf. I'm not speaking to anybody. I'm speaking on my own behalf. When I say that is lame that so many people decided to jump in and you know, quote unquote, gang Drake. Kanye, you lame. Kanye came out with that diss record off of Like That. He did his own version of Like That, and the beat was better than the verse he did. And I felt like it was super duper lame for you to jump in because you felt like this was an opportunity when this didn't have nothing to do with you. You couldn't take a moment and let the light shine on somebody else. You made that record and nobody gave a damn. Nobody gave a damn. You had to continue putting on baggy sweaters and pants. Odd-shaped sweaters and pants, bro. Like, what are we doing? Metro Boomin even came out with a diss beat. What? A diss beat? Like, come on, bro. He said, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, and you did. You came out with a diss beat, bro. I respect everybody, but that was lame. That was lame. I can't rap, but I'm going to dish you with these drums. Boom, boom, bitch. Boom, bitch. Boom, bitch. Boom, boom, bitch. What are we doing? What are we doing, bro? You really made a diss beat? Like, I'm talking about, I can see you in the studio now and you just beating the drums. You just hitting the drum pads hard because you mad. Bruh, this ain't how you do it. This ain't how you do it. Let somebody write you some bars or something, bro. Like a diss beat, you know? Like, shout out to King Wallonius, man. I get King Wallonius He made the BBL Drizzy song, like, you know, he used AI and he's making all of the songs sound like you know, older music, you know, like old soul music. And it's good songs. Like it sounds like music from back in the day. But it's like talking about current stuff that we are in the realm of right now. And, you know, shout out to him because I understand the grind. You find you an avenue to get some quick money, and this is that avenue. You monetize it, you put it on streaming platforms, you put it on YouTube, and you can make you can make you 50 grand real fast. You know what I'm saying? You take advantage of this moment, it could be 50 to 100,000 real quick, especially with something, you know, at this height, you know. But I thought it was weak that everybody jumped in when two different people was battling. You know, it's like Slime Bucci said, what up, Slime? Slime Bucci said, everybody was ecstatic for the elimination of Drake. And I was like, bro, whatever y'all got going on personally, as a fan, that has nothing to do with me. I'm here for the music. I don't care what y'all do on your personal time. Everybody got something weird that they do on their personal time that might not be familiar to you. Kanye, you weird on everybody else's time. So what are we talking about? You know? I mean, okay, so Like That came out. Drake came out with push-ups, right? Now the argument was that Drake is pressed because he came out with a whole song in response to a 16-bar verse. Then they started to use the trajectory of the song because Metro Boomin made the beat. Metro Boomin made the beat. It's featuring Future, one of the biggest stars in rap. And it has Kendrick Lamar, one of the biggest stars of rap on it. So with that song coming out, it's charting. It's a bop. That song is hard. That song is hard. Kendrick Lamar rapped his ass off on that song. Now, this is the thing. Being the fact that it charted as a group project, they're using that against Drake. Oh, it went number one. It went number one against Drake. And it's like the whole song wasn't against Drake. Like that, I don't think the whole song, it was one verse. It was just one verse, like really, you know? So I'm confused as to why this is being used to minimize, you know? Because now I'm like, okay, I thought we was just battling. Everybody's just enjoying the music. When did this become a one-sided thing, right? So what I started to notice, so what I started to notice, right, is Joey True said they definitely monetized it. We're gonna get into that. I got a lot to cover. I got a lot to cover, right? So this is the thing. So Heather said, there's so much I could say, but you saying a mouthful. I don't need to say a word, all facts. And this is coming from the biggest Kendrick Lamar fan in the world. I'm telling you, she is truer than all of these people who's speaking right now. She is a true Kendrick Lamar fan. She posts, if you check her Facebook, she posts how many days it's been since a Kendrick Lamar album has dropped. And she was doing that on her own time. I'm telling you, this is real deal. So as I continue, okay, they talking about how the song is doing so good, but they're using it in the effort to minimize Drake. So and when Drake drops, it's so many people in the comments because, you know, the blogs is picking it up on Instagram and everything. So they posting clips of the songs and everybody is in the comments and they just dogging Drake. And I was lost because I'm like, bro, y'all was just at the show. Y'all was just at the concert. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out where this is coming from. Cause I'm like, I know it can't be because Kendrick Lamar is saying something. It sounds personal, like the effort that y'all taking to minimize Drake and go at Drake. I'm just like, this is weird. But, you know, let me observe. So, you know, time progresses. Okay. I don't have the exact rundown of all the diss tracks and the timeline of all the diss tracks, but we all was there. Mellow 919, what up? Slam Bucci said Kendrick Lamar got on the track about drugs and dissed the man. But he did that already. Think about Control. The Control verse, he took Big Sean's shine. The Control verse, he got on there and destroyed. He had rap in such a chokehold with the Control verse. A verse. he had the rap game in such a chokehold where people was doing freestyles to that beat. Everybody wanted that instrumental because they needed to do their own control verse because they didn't appreciate the fact that he said what he said on that verse because they felt like he was talking about them. You know? And the thing is, is like, I was surprised to just see people saying all of this stuff out of nowhere because any other time people ain't really been saying this. So I'm like, y'all waited to this opportunity to really speak what was on your heart? And I mean, I'm digging into to just me as a man. I'm like, hold up, that makes me look at you a little different. Because why wouldn't you say that on your own time? Why would you wait until now when a lot of people around you are saying it? You just want to be a part of the popular group. Like, I don't respect that part. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't respect that part. So anyway, so the battle progresses. Kendrick drops, what did he drop? He drops Euphoria. Euphoria, super dope. But for me, period, I'm a fan of both. I like both of these guys, like to where I could put it on and ride. I tell Apple Music, hey Siri, play Wompty Whoomp. And I ride. You know what I'm saying? My Siri really turned on. And I ride. So when it came to Euphoria, I was like, okay, this is dope. But I'm like, this is a better song than it is a diss track in my eyes. In my personal opinion, I thought it was a better song than it was a diss track because it wasn't out there in plain sight. When we hear diss tracks, it's never hidden gems and hidden messages and all of this stuff you got to do to get to the song and all of this kind of stuff. So it's like, ain't nobody being lazy. It's just, it is what it is. Jay Cox, all right, my dog, pop back in, man. So Slambucci said he can hunch to Euphoria. So look, I like Euphoria as a song, but as a diss, I feel like it's a terrible diss record. I'm not trying to search for clues and hints and do all of this kind of stuff. It's like, bro, just say what you need to say. Why are we sitting here trying to find like, bro, you had to listen to that with Dakota glasses on, man. Like you had to you had to turn an app on your Apple Watch. It was like, what are we doing? And then everybody's using the track to again attack Drake. Everybody's in the comments, oh, it's over. He deaded him. Oh, it's over. Euphoria. And I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. If you're a fan, you're a fan, and your opinion is your opinion. But what started to happen? And I've never seen this before. Heather can attest. People that are quote unquote fans of Kendrick Lamar started to get somewhat aggressive. They started to get aggressive in the sense that if you didn't share the same ideals as them, if your opinion wasn't in the same field as them, they were going to insult you because you're not thinking like them. I saw it all over the internet. I was seeing people get called homosexual because they thought Drake had the better song. And I'm like, yo, where is this going? Since when did it become about sexuality? I'm like, I'm lost. I'm like, wait. So I'm starting to notice that people are going the extra mile. You must not be intelligent enough to decipher lyrics. You must not be intelligent to wompty woom. Somebody said that to me. And I laughed because that shows how much they don't know me. Because I was the kid in high school listening to Wu-Tang. You weren't listening to Wu-Tang, fam. I knew all the words to Ghostface Killer. I knew all the words to Triumph. I knew all the words to Method Man, Apocalypse Now, Mind Over Matter, Next Battle Beat to Cal. Come on, man. This is what I'm talking about. A bomb atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. Can't define how I be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically performed armed robbery. Flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me. Battle Scar Shogun, explode you when my pen hits tremendous, ultra bladder shine by forensics. Come on, man. I've been known this. I've been doing this. I've been saying that in the middle of Little Italy, little did we know every riddle to middleman who didn't do diddly. I've been knowing this. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is talking to me about lyrics. Niggas is talking about Busta Rhymes verse on Look at Me Now. But I've been on Busta Rhymes verses from way back. Check out the way me and my niggas always be ripping shit. The way that I display your flavor in duplicate so intricate. Pitter and patter and pivot all over with the shit. Y'all niggas be added to, I be sick of it. Hit you with shit that y'all niggas will never ever forget. Fucking with my niggas, it's like we playing Russian roulette. Who be in my whole platoon coming soon? Niggas make room, we diesel like a bunch of baboons. Hey, y'all. Like, I've been on lyrics, my nigga. So for me to have to sit there, and listen to somebody tell me that I'm not intelligent enough to digest lyrics just because you're a fan of this person over that person is beyond me. It got to the point where I'm even having to check people because as a man, I can't let you say that to me because I treat the internet like I treat real life. I treat people with respect. You gonna get these jokes. And I'm gonna check you if you talk wrong. The same way it would be if we in person. A dude told me that I was glazing Drake because I said he had the better record. He said, you glazing Drake. And I said, dog, skip the battle. Who you talking to? What made you think that you could say that to me? Because you know what glazing means. Glazing is something that got to do with head. So you just said some gay stuff to me because I said he had the better song. Again, who do you think you're talking to? Because now we're not talking about Kendrick and Drake no more. You disrespecting me as a man. All because I'm not thinking the same way that you are. You see where this is going? Who are you talking to? I will beat you up in front of 3 people that you love. Who are you talking to? You know what I'm saying? You see where this is going? And it goes to show that this is how many people in the world lack emotional immaturity. People lack emotional immaturity in the sense of if he doesn't say what I want him to say or he doesn't agree or if I say this and he says that, then I need to let him know that I have a problem with him saying that because I want it to be what I want it to be. Fam, that's a grown man over there. And you a grown man right here. So what are you doing wanting another grown man to think like you? You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not getting it, bro. You wouldn't say this to me in person. I would make you touch everything in the room, and this ain't got nothing to do with the battle. This is me and you as a man. I can articulate my point to you without disrespecting you. I can give my opinion without trying to convince you or condemn you for yours. But what I've noticed with all the new Kendrick Lamar fans, they got to minimize you to make themselves seem valid. They got to talk bad to you to make themselves seem valid. Oh, bro, yeah. You one of Aubrey's angels, ain't you? Fam, who are you talking to? I will put it in your mother's butt. Stop playing with me. I thought it in my brain, and my man said, don't say that. Don't say that. And then I just said it. Anyway, I'm stupid. I am stupid, man. I am stupid. Now stop playing with me, bro. If you can't have a civilized conversation without insulting somebody, stop talking, bro. I'm going to make you activate that copay. What are we talking about, bro? That's why I stopped talking to people because I'm like, why are y'all taking this so serious? Like, why are y'all taking this so serious, bro? And Mellow 919, he says sexuality is the first thing that they go for. And that's wild because why? Because why? For instance, Drake get his nails painted. It's another dude that just got drafted to the Bears. He get his nails painted periodically. What does that do to your bank account? I just need to know. I mean, on some real, like, we talking real. What does that do for your bank account that man gets his nails painted? Does it make you lose money? Does it make you gain money? If none of the two happens, shut your ass up. That has nothing to do with you. I thought we was talking rap battles. When did sexuality get into it? When did becoming this and becoming that? And it's like, what I realized is A lot of these people that's talking, these are the same people who feel like these are the same people that debate LeBron versus Jordan. You just need a reason to spew negativity. You can't say, hey, I like both of these people. Instead, you like, I like this person because that person sucks. It's like, that doesn't make sense. You're minimizing Drake just to prove that you like Kendrick, and that doesn't make sense. All the way to the point where every time that Drake dropped, it wouldn't even be 5 minutes in and people's like, trash, that's trash, it's over, Kendrick won, it's over. Bruh, ain't no way that you can beat the public opinion when automatically they're already building their L up for you. They ain't even heard the music yet and they building up the L. It's real. They building up the L. A lot of these people who's talking and saying OVO and they not like us, y'all not real Kendrick fans, fam. Because if you was real Kendrick fans, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers wouldn't have sold what it sold on the first week. Oh my God. If you was a real fan of Kendrick Lamar, I need to know what's your favorite song got the set off of Section 80 without you having to Google it. If you're a real fan of Kendrick Lamar, right? If you're a real fan of Kendrick Lamar, then you have to be honest with yourself and state the obvious. He's been making better songs than he has diss records. Now, you're just not a deep thinker. You're not introspective like that. When have you last listened to lyrics? You ain't listened to no songs with no lyrics on it. You don't listen to no Lupe. You don't listen to no Common. You don't listen to no Raekwon the Chef. You're not listening to none of them. I see your Facebook every day. You don't listen to none of them. So when did you start getting interested in lyrics? You just don't like Drake. Just say that. And when I would tell people that, just say that, they were like, yeah, I don't like Drake, but still, exactly. Say less. You ain't got to say nothing else. You was honest. You don't like Drake, so you automatically have a bias, which means you're not a fan of Kendrick Lamar. You're a fan of Kendrick Lamar going against the dude that you don't like. We got to make it make sense. We got to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's like everybody's coming up with these words and terms and all of this kind of stuff. And I don't even want you to get in the realm of sense like I'm defending. I just know what I see. It ain't even about defending. It's just like, bruh, when it comes to fair and unfair, you're not even giving it a chance to be fair, which makes the battle not fun. It's automatic. Like anything he says, you're going to pick apart and try to not like. Anything, right? Grand Peasy said, Drake culture vulture like the 5 horsemen from the 5 heartbeats. And people use that word. It's like, Drake's a culture vulture. He came over here and did what everybody else did. He stole the style and he want to hop on everybody's swag and do this and do that. And Drake's half white, so he's not a black man. Okay, when did that start? Now all of a sudden, half people that's biracial ain't considered what they are. We got biracial members in our families. I got a biracial cousin, and I'll be damned if you tell me if that man ain't black. What are we talking about? I got partners with biracial kids. I'll be damned if you tell me that them kids ain't black. What are we talking about? You see what I'm saying? You can't be a culture vulture when you've helped build the culture to what it is today. People scream culture vulture, but then they forget all of these #1 records that these artists have, some of the biggest names in the game, and who was on the record when they got their first #1. Talk about it. Talk about it, man. Talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? I am a fan of both. I think one of the dopest beats in the whole battle, all the Kendrick Lamar fans just swept under the rug. 616 in LA, that beat was so hard. That beat was so hard. Oh my God. When I heard it, he got on there, Sunseeker something. So I said, oh my God. Oh, he wasn't talking about nothing in the sense of a battle, but that song got at least 100 spins out of me. That was hard. Oh my God. I wish it was longer. I'm like, man, I had to keep playing it over and over and over. I wish it was longer. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's talk real. You talking about culture vulture, and he don't know this and this and this, and he's trying to steal everybody's swag and style and do this and da 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 da. Y'all keep forgetting that the man is from Canada. But yeah, he been in America for this long and da 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 da. But what you have to realize is he's experienced more than one culture amongst a bunch of people like us who's only experienced one culture. We're keeping it honest. We've only experienced one culture. That's why he's able to make those pop records that we don't understand. And they translate into dollars for him. I get the formula. I get the system. But all of you people coming around acting like new Kendrick Lamar fans, come on, bro. Where was you at when Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers came out? Y'all wasn't sitting there listening to him do poetry in between a verse. Y'all wasn't there. I was walking to the park the other day. You wasn't there. You was not there. I never seen y'all talk about that album. Not never. Stop it. The funniest thing is everybody's starting to make these excuses to not like anything that Drake has done when it was on the same level or if not better. It's just facts, bro. It's just facts. Right? Euphoria was a dope record. It was surprising because all of a sudden it took Kendrick 3 weeks to respond with Euphoria. It took him 3 weeks. Everybody was getting nervous, thinking that he done tapped out. All of a sudden he drops. Everybody's happy. But for him to drop and have a 6-minute song with 3 beat changes, I thought that was a bit much. You gave us way too much information. I'm trying to lock in on what you're talking about, and you gave us so much hidden information. And then you got these deep divers on the internet. Well, if you look at this and take this and put there, that means this, which means Drake is a hoe. What? What are you talking about? Like, where are y'all getting this from, bro? Plus, you used to stink in school. Like, I don't believe you. Like, come on. Let's be honest, dog. It's a lot of dudes that was dorks in school that have found their voice as men, and they talking real loud now. Y'all don't know hip hop, and y'all don't like, bro. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. I still remember the corduroy bibs you had. Like, don't do this, dog. I still remember them corduroy bibs you had in gym. We trying to hoop. You coming down the court. Come on now. Know your inner thighs is dark. Come on now. You know. So it's the thing, right? And I'm glad you mentioned that, right? So he said Euphoria sold 500,000, right? Think about Euphoria. That was a 6-minute song. That song had so many hidden clues and gems and bars, and it was amazing. It was amazing writing because to make it make sense in rhyme form and make sense while not being in plain sight, fire. That John Stockton line, I don't even know if that was in Euphoria, but the John Stockton line, man, hard. Karl Malone, mess with the kids, all that, hard. That fire, dog. That's crazy penmanship, right? But the Euphoria thing, everybody's talking about Euphoria broke the Spotify streaming record for the most streams in one day with 9 million something, da 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 da. And it's like, y'all do realize that everybody talked about they had to listen to it 5 or 6 times to get what he was talking about. So if you got millions of people listening to one song 5 or 6 times, it's going to hit 10 mil in a day. It's going to hit 10 mil in a day. If you got to listen to it that many times to understand what it's talking about, like you ain't even listening to it to enjoy it yet. You still trying to understand. You going to start enjoying it on the 5th or 6th listen. But then you using this as a record to be like, oh, he's up on him because the numbers is this. Well, you know why the numbers is that. Let's keep it honest. Let's keep it fair. You know what I'm saying? So you get Euphoria. Everybody's talking about what Euphoria did, right? Okay. All of a sudden, Drake drops. What Drake dropped next? I don't remember what he dropped after Euphoria. Did he drop Family Matters next? I think he dropped Family Matters next. In the midst of Family Matters dropping, right? We waiting on Drake. Now all of a sudden, because everybody was putting a time limit on Kendrick Lamar, the same time limit was existing on Drake now. So the pressure's on like, oh, he responded and you got to do this because he said that. And he said that you a pedophile. And now you got to do this. And now you got to do that because he said you a pedophile. And now he said that you mess with kids. And he said that you did this. And he said that you did that. And it's like, okay, he said that. He said that, right? Cool. But I can tell, I knew, and I said this. I said, dog, watch when he drop the amount of negative comments that's going to be all over the internet within the first 5 minutes is going to blow your mind. He dropped, and people, I'm talking about women that don't even listen to lyrical music. That was trash. He need to hang it up. It's an L for the Canadian white boy. It's over. It's da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, bro, every time that Drake drops, you got Rick Ross making videos. Metro Boomin making diss beats. You got, who else you got? You got Kanye talking. You got all of America going against you, and the boy is standing tall throughout it all. That's what was fire to me. Bruh, a lot of that would shake somebody. That'll make somebody tap out. He stood tall amongst all of it and was delivering crack. He delivered, he did the one song. He did the AI song with Tupac and Snoop. That's the song he had did next, I think. And I thought that was so dope conceptually. Me personally, it's just me. When I say my opinions, I just need y'all to know. When I say my opinions, it's not to either diminish your opinion or try to get you to agree with my opinion. It's my opinion. When you tell me your opinion, I'm gonna be like, dog, I respect that. I don't need to talk you out of what you're thinking because that's your idea. And I respect it. That's what's lacking with a lot of Kendrick Lamar fans. They don't respect your opinion. Either agree with me or you gay. Either agree with me or I'm gonna say something disrespectful to you. You see what I'm saying? You see where this is going? This is what's happening out here, man. This is what's happening. You know? Joey True said the game is on Rick Ross's ass. Hey, I'm gonna tell you now, nobody cares. Nobody cares about Game trying to diss Rick Ross, bro. We don't want to hear it, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. We don't want to hear it. Make regular music, bro. Come out with some music first, you know? But going back into this, he come out with the AI diss song, right? I thought the AI diss record was so dope simply because you get to hear Tupac again. But you hear Tupac rhyming with a Drake cadence. I thought that was creative. You hear Snoop rhyming with a Drake cadence. That's creative. He's on a diss record with their voices, not dissing him with their voices, but speaking to him, telling him to come out and play. That happened before Euphoria, actually. Yeah, that happened before Euphoria. So he does that and then comes in and finishes the third verse. I thought that was so creative. It's the right way to use AI because everybody been making their own AI records. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was dope because you're the first to do it and can't nobody really mimic it without nobody saying, hey, this is what Drake did first. You know what I'm saying? So Heather said, Family Matters almost made me a fan of Drake and I was heated because I couldn't run from that shit. I'm going to get into that in a second. Right? I'm going to get into that in a second, man. So, basically that song, they found the new angle to be offended and not like the song. I didn't like the AI. I felt like that was disrespectful to Tupac. Shut your ass up. So you just felt like that was more disrespectful than the people who killed them? What are we talking about, bro? Like, what? You don't think... Come on, dog. Like, you gotta pick your battles, bro. Because what are we talking about? Like, I am disappointed in us as a culture because of the way that we're finding. You know, when you got a person that got beef with somebody, but they don't have a reason to beat them up yet, but they want to beat them up, and they can't wait till they do the one thing that'll make them beat them up. Like, bro, if he step on my shoe, I swear to God. And the dude don't step on the shoe all night, so he just keep trying to scoot his foot out so he can get stepped on. This is what's going on. You want somebody to step on your shoe so you can beat somebody up. Because what does that have to do with anything? You offended because he did AI. I thought it was creative. I thought it was dope. It was a light jab, bap. Let's talk. You know? Then Drake get the lawsuit. They do a cease and desist. They threatening to sue him now because he came out with a diss record in the battle. Everybody praised the cease and desist. Sue him. Sue him. Now y'all want the man to lose money because they battling each other? This ain't even fun anymore. It doesn't even seem fun. Let's be honest, bro. That's why I was cracking so many jokes on Facebook. First of all, I was cracking jokes on Facebook because my Facebook is monetized and engagement pays. I ain't none of these chicks that try to engage for fun. Let's engage and get this money, everybody. Let's engage and get this money, everybody. You've been on Facebook for 10 years and ain't never engaged nothing. All of a sudden, you trying to get on and see what it's going to do. And you realize that, it takes more work than that. To monetize your Facebook, it takes way more work than that. Lucky for me, I've been putting in work for 13 years, 15 years or something. Lucky for me, I've been that guy on Facebook. So it ain't nothing for me to type something, get engagement on it, and get paid for it. So it was nothing a Kendrick Lamar fan could tell me because I'm getting paid for this and you doing it for free. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you on Kendrick Lamar's head. No, I actually love Kendrick Lamar. I just know where the monetization is gonna come from. This is a moment to boost if you in the monetized area, this is a moment to boost your monetization. I'm getting a good check from Facebook this month. You understand me? I'm making good use out of this. I'm not demeaning people and talking down on people and doing this in a sense just to satisfy my ego. I'm satisfying my bank account. You know what I'm saying? It's just real. You know? Like it's my thing. In a whole, y'all didn't realize, like y'all didn't take advantage of the moment. What I mean by that is these two people are two of the biggest artists in hip hop right now. And they battling each other. And content is king if this is what you do. So this is a moment to where you just associating a name with your content is going to take it to the next level. Everybody doing reaction videos, they have said that doing reaction videos to these songs in this beef, they have made life-changing money that fast. In a week's time, they've made life-changing money. Understand what I'm telling you, bro. Y'all looking at this battle to be like, no, because Drake is a culture vulture and he's not of the culture. You stupid. You missing the money by being mad in real life. Stupid. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. He took down all the copyrights. He took down all the copyrights so people can make money off of the content. That's the smartest thing you can do because it furthers your imprint in the music. And on top of that, what y'all do realize is that makes people go to the original song and listen even more. So he's going to make money off of that. Both of them boys, they average 10 to 15 million per song when they put it on YouTube. A few of the songs went on streaming platforms. A couple of the songs is charting. They both making 100 million a piece off of this battle. Please believe it. Please believe it. They both making 100 M off of this battle. This is another reason why I'm telling people to not be so emotionally invested in this. If you're not making no money or losing no money, why do you care so much? It's real. I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about, okay, Drake drops Family Matters, right? To me, that's the best record to come out of this battle period. Family Matters is fire. Family Matters, bro. Family Matters was the nuke. That was the nuclear bomb right there. Family Matters was, oh my God. Dog, when I seen that Drake dropped, I was sitting in front of my crib in the driveway in the car. My kids go in the house. I'm still in the car. I turn it on and I heard a drop. So I'm like, cool. You know, I remember that at the end of the other song, at the end of the push-ups. Okay, cool. I get to hear the song in its entirety. And I'm like, okay, yeah, talk your talk. You know what I'm saying? It's smooth. It ain't really, you know, he ain't snapping or nothing. It's like, it's smooth. Next thing you know, that beat go off. And that drill beat come on. And I said, oh my God. I'm watching the video at the same time because, you know, it was only on YouTube. So I'm watching the video at the same time and I'm like, oh my God. I'm already snapping at the fact that they got the Good Kid, Mad City van put in the crusher and they crushing it while he's rapping. I'm like, nigga, this is hard. Oh my God, this is hard. This is why he ain't came out in a few days. He flew to Canada. He's putting real effort into this. This is crazy. Next thing you know, that drill beat come on. I said, oh my God. Drake is rapping right now. He is talking to these boys. And he's going at everybody. Oh my God. Everything that everybody was saying, he's dispelling it right now. He ain't really, he's singing and he's doing this and he's rapping slow and he's da-da-da-da-da. Shut up now. Because now here it is. Now here it is. Oh my God. Oh my God. Next thing you know, he ends that beat and the next beat comes on and they walk into New Ho King and he spins the G Unit chain. I said, bro, I'm about to lose my mind right now. What is going on? This is too fire. Oh my God. That was fire. That was incredible. That was fire. Like when I watched, I said, bro, this is crazy, dog. I said, it's over. It's over. Because in my head, I'm like, if Kendrick's going to take another week to come out with a record, he's done. If he takes another week to come out with a record, he's done for. Like, he's done for. You know? Grand Peasy said UMG owns Drake Music. Kendrick is letting people eat. Well, I mean, you got to think. That might be out of Drake's hands. If he's signed to UMG and UMG says no, what can he do? You know what I mean? And that's not me making an excuse. That's just, logic, That's just, that's just straight up logic. If they say no, then what can he do? You know what I'm saying? But when I heard that Family Man, I was like, Jesus Christ. I said, I got to listen to this again. That was crazy. And I'm like, he's going to snap. I was like, dog, it's over. Like, it's over because he just dispelled what everybody was talking about. And I'm like, oh, he killed him. Next thing you know, as we all know, 30 minutes later, Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams. I saw Divine Karama on Twitter. That's how I found out about it, because Divine reposted it, but he had the caption above it. He said, what? And I seen it, and I'm like, what is this, something old or something? I'm like, what is that? You know what I mean? I'm like, huh? So I click on it, and I'm like, it's like, 5 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago. I was like, oh, shit. I said, yo, he did the tactic that I thought he should have did. If y'all watched the last podcast, I said if Drake released after Kendrick released, it would have been over. Like, immediately. I said that. You know what I'm saying? Because it would give you kind of the upper hand. So Kendrick released, and he released Meet the Grams. Me personally, I thought Meet the Grams was a pile of shit. I thought that shit was trash. I haven't listened to it since that night. I thought it was trash. I get the bars, I get the words, but for it to be slow, that repetitive beat, and to know it came from Alchemist, and that's what Alchemist gave him, I'm like, that was trash to me. That was one of the worst songs. I feel like 616 in LA is a better song than Meet the Grams. Me personally. That beat, I was like, nah, this ain't it, bruh. This ain't it, because if the shoe was on the other foot, if Drake rapped on that beat, everybody would have ate him for lunch. Everybody would have tore him up. That beat was doo-doo juice. Like that beat was doo-doo juice. Now, the things that he was saying in that song was hard hitting. You got a daughter, and you this and you that, and pedophile, this, that, and the other. You touching little girls, this, that, and the third. Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. Now everybody's like, oh, you got to address the pedophile allegations. You got to, okay, cool. Drake says you've been beating on your wife, and you've been your kids is light skinned, and you cheating on her with white girls. Nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing. But you're gonna talk about this, but you ain't gonna bring up you still ain't gonna talk about the pedophile situation. Drake ain't gonna talk about the pedophile situation. Drake ain't gonna talk about the pedophile situation. Now, Meet the Grams was a better tactic than it was a song. Excellent execution. That was the only thing that kept him in the battle. The execution of dropping that record, which stepped on Drake's nuke, knowing that nuke would have put him out of the game and shifted all the momentum to Drake. He knew it would. So to step on it and say some bombshell stuff like you got a daughter that nobody knows about, you know what I mean? That's gonna, you know what I mean? That Alchemist beat was doo-doo. That was doom, 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 doom. That was weak. That was trash. Like, that was trash, bro. And if you're a Kendrick Lamar fan, Kendrick is better than that. Kendrick sounds good on any beat. He didn't even sound good on the beat. I was like, yo. Slam Bucci said, I don't think neither won't smoke with Black Thought. He said, don't delete me. Black Thought is a different kind of animal, man. Different kind of animal. I honestly, if we gonna talk that talk, I don't think none of them want to see Royce the 5'9". Royce the 5'9" ain't gonna play with him. The only difference is Royce the 5'9" is probably gonna have some very, very subpar beats. He's probably gonna have some subpar beats. But when it comes to rhymes, yo. You know what I mean? Yo. And it's real. So I mean, you think about this, dog. You think about this. Meet the Grams was trash. But what he said, and it allowed Kendrick fans to not have to respect the record. That's why the tactic is so amazing. It allowed Kendrick fans to not have to respect the record. Because what happened is all of a sudden, boom, Drake drops. Oh my God. They hear it and it dispels everything that they've been talking about so far. How he been rapping, he ain't turned up yet. Everything been a dance, Nah, and he got in there and drilled everybody. Every beat change was fire. I heard the first one, the drop. I heard that in the club. That was going hard. I should jump in the club. That's a bop, boy. That shit a bop. So, okay, Drake drop, right? Kendrick drops the bomb, steps on his song, takes all momentum away, and he got a bombshell discovery of a daughter. So now all the Kendrick fans don't have to pay attention to this. They like, nah, meet the Grams. That's all you see in the comments. Meet the Grams. We ain't worried about, we ain't on that. Meet the Grams. Everybody that's saying something about Family Matters, all people doing is putting meet the Grams in the comments. They not trying to respect it. They not trying to listen. All of a sudden, Drake's song got stepped on so tough that Meet the Grams ended up having more views than Family Matters, because he stepped on it and he's saying some bombshell stuff in there. I get it. Excellent tactic. Terrible song, excellent tactic. If somebody's telling me that they playing Meet the Grams on the regular, I'm going to look at you different. I'm going to think that you enjoy mashed potato daiquiris and long walks on the highway. You know what I mean? You're weird. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these new Kendrick Lamar fans, it's like, come on, bro. Now all of a sudden you're gonna be vegan and you're gonna read a lot. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You at home mad at all. You watching Drake videos mad doing burpees. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is so unnecessary right now. You know what I'm saying? So he stepped on the record. Excellent tactic. He stole the momentum. It's like, you basically averted the bomb. That was Drake's best work. And you averted the bomb. Can't say nothing about it. All of a sudden, he drops, and that day, you got to think, that day he dropped 3 diss records in one day. He dropped 3 diss records in one day, which was like unheard of. So everybody's kind of flabbergasted, like, bro, what is going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was exhausting. That day was exhausting. Like, I was like literally kind of just beside myself because I couldn't figure out what was going on. I'm like, bro, enough. I'm like, enough, man. So all of a sudden, he come out with what did he come out with? What did he come out with? Not Like Us. And you can tell Kendrick has heard what everybody's talking about as far as how he's rhyming and the beats that he's rhyming on, and he ain't had nothing this hype. Next thing you know, Not Like Us. That, first of all, the tactic was some of the smartest stuff that I've seen, bro. That was smart. Make a West Coast bop, make it a dance record, and talk your shit. They not like us. They not like us. Bro, he slid on that record. He slid on that record. I heard that in the club. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I mean, they doing skate videos to it. I done seen so many C-Walk videos to it. Like, it's going crazy. As it should. It's a bop. You got DJ Mustard on the joint. You know what I'm saying? And they feeling like that was the kill shot. But I'm like, where's that energy for all the... At first it was, you listening to Drake, you just trying to twerk to the music. You must want to twerk. Now did Kendrick come out with a bop? It's, no, we C-Walking. You're not a Crip. What you C-Walking for? I just want the levels to be even. I want the energy to be the same. All of a sudden, everything you say is on Crip. Kendrick knew what he was doing because it's a different level of pride on the West Coast. I saw the video of Corrupt and Daz listening to it for the first time, and immediately they're like, hey, you know what I'm saying? At this point, nobody cared that Drake fed him all of that information that he rapped about. Nobody cared. They said nothing about it. Like, they just like brushing it off. So what? They brushing it off. He rapped about it and he lied, basically. It's fake news. And nobody cared. Because we don't like Drake. We don't really even care for Kendrick. We just don't like Drake. So if you are the conduit that we need to go through to get him up out of here, then so be it. It could have been French Montana. They would have been like, oh, French is snapping. French is snapping with this marathon cashier beard. Like, this 10 on pump 3 beard. Stop wheezing the juice. It didn't matter, bro. The whole objective is to minimize Drake, and that's where you lost me. Because I thought this was a battle. Since when was we trying to, like, minimize each other? Like, what? Like, huh? You know what I'm saying? That's where I was lost. You know? And it got to the point where I started to lose interest in the battle because the fans was making it less fun. Because you already knew no matter what Drake did, they was going to say something and minimize it. You already knew no matter what Kendrick did, they was going to praise it and put it on the pedestal. And I just thought that wasn't fair. That's not a fair one. The bias exists beforehand. You see what I'm saying? I seen the reaction to They Not Like Us. It's a party record and you talking that talk on it. It did what it was supposed to do. Drake drops the Heart Part 6. 32 seconds into the song being released. Oh my God, it's trash. He lost. It's over. OVO. They not like us. Homosexuality. Starbucks drinks. Like, you know, it was so dumb. I seen somebody say this, bro. They literally said the reason why Drake is losing is because he's choosing to be on social media instead of rapping. And then immediately went into the fact of how they didn't like the Heart Part 6. And I'm like, you just didn't make sense. You said he's posting his responses to all of Kendrick's records and his stories. But then when he releases music, you saying that that the music's not good enough, or you didn't like the music, so it's like, you got to pick a side. You got to pick one. You telling him to drop music, but the minute that he drops it, you minimize it. You're not here to enjoy the music. You're not a Kendrick fan. You're just a Drake hater. Oh my God. I saw people that I know don't listen to Kendrick Lamar fight tooth and nail on Facebook, jumping on everybody's statuses, telling them that they are insane and they stupid and they this and they that, all because they said that Drake had the better song. And I'm like, bro, what about that made you take that personally, where you felt like it was your job to tell people that they wrong for having their own opinion? It's their opinion. You know how many people I disarmed with logic? Nah, you tripping, man. K-Dot had the better record. Guess what, bro? That's your opinion, and I respect it. But my opinion is this. And me as a grown man, you're not going to talk me out of that. Peer pressure died in the 90s. You better try somebody else. I'm not him. I said what I said. Just like you said what you said. The difference between me and you, though, is I respect it, and you don't respect what I'm saying. So that digs into a deeper, darker link, because this is less about Kendrick and more about your emotional immaturity. Your ego is in the way. If we getting deep, we got to get deep. You know what I'm saying? This is less about the rap battle, and this is more about what you're trying to cling on to feel comfortable. Because what would make you sit and say that one artist is not dropping quality music when you know that shit fire? I'd be a fool to sit and say that Kendrick Lamar's not dropping quality music. I know this shit's fire. All of this shit got replay value except for probably Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams was the weakest record on it, in my opinion. That shit was trash, bro. I haven't replayed that since I heard it that night. I have not listened to it. Trash. 616 in LA was a bop. And it was just a vibe. It wasn't even like, it was like, ooh, let me listen to the disc. Ooh, he said this. Ooh, I'm like, nah, that's just a bop. I'm riding around like, that shit jumping. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's the way I feel. Heather said, Starks, I was thinking every God everywhere that Meet the Grams got silenced because it definitely went too far, too hard, and I didn't even have enough time to be forced to acknowledge it, but I still had to. That disc was far too hard. Yeah, it got real deep in the sense of violation. And I actually think that the fact that people use that as a springboard to jump in the mix was kind of sickening a little bit, bro. Cause it's like, y'all sick. Like y'all really banding together to share a narrative that you don't even have proof of. Everybody, like somebody that I know in Lexington, I'm telling a joke. He put the video of Drake kissing a girl on the cheek on stage in the comments. And I said, bro, why did you do that? Like, what did that have to do with what I was talking about? Why is that in your phone? If you're not a Drake fan, why is that in your phone? Another thing, and I'm gonna hit you with a fact. Tell me if I'm off. If you think that this is, because you're calling him a pedophile, which means you're saying he's having sex with minors and underage girls, right? So you posting this video of him kissing an underage girl on the cheek on stage. That's child pornography, if that's what you're saying. That's child pornography, and that's in your phone, which means that you being a grown man, you have child pornography in your phone, which makes you just as guilty as he is. Am I off? Am I off? If you got the video of somebody who you saying is a pedophile kissing a younger woman, underage teen on the cheek, or doing something that's a lewd act, that's child pornography in your phone, now you're just as guilty, because why is it in your phone? I'm just talking facts. Let's make it make sense, bruh. Just say that you hate Drake. I'd rather you say that. I've always said that I can respect a racist that admits that he's racist. I can't argue you on how you feel, bruh. I'm going to be offended if you hide it and try to act like you ain't. But if you racist and you tell me straight out the gate, I don't like your kind, I can respect it. Instead of you smiling in my face and acting like we cool and you trying to just be around and da-da-da-da-da whole time you don't like me. I'd rather you say what's on your heart. I can respect it. I don't even need an explanation. That's how you feel. I don't need you to explain to me how you feel. That's your feelings, fam. Like, you know what I mean? This is real. So they talking about the video of him on stage. Him on stage kissing a girl on the cheek. Okay. Yes, she was 17. I'm not of approval of that. If that was my daughter, I would have had an issue. I wouldn't have had like a large issue or nothing like that, because it wasn't like he was trying to have sex with her or nothing, but I would have just been like, yo, wait. But at the time he was like 22. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that because, oh, he's 22, which makes that right. It's like, but no, at 22, that's one of the prime times of making bad decisions, just in general, in life. That's one of the prime times. It's like, you know, so the thing is, everybody's using this as they ammo and they bait, and you know, this is what they standing on. These are the bullets that they got in the clip. These are the bullets that they got in the clip. He's on stage, the girls love him, so he's trying to do this. A lot of girls are you know, they look older than they are. You know what I'm saying? Mistakes can be made. The thing is, all of the women that have been in question have spoken up against what people are saying in favor of Drake. Cut it out. Drake was at this in the locker room because he's my godfather, and you know, he came and talked to all the kids in the locker room and da-da-da-da-da. Why is he in a girl's locker room, and why is he doing this, and why is he at a teenager girl's game, and why is he da-da-da-da-da? Every single one of the chicks got on their Instagram and explained what everything was. Even the girl that was 17, she's like, y'all blowing this out of proportion. Y'all blowing this out of da-da-da-da-da. Y'all da-da-da-da. And everybody's in the comments, oh, she got paid off by OVO. You don't want the truth then. You don't want to hear nothing. You just want it to be what you think it is. You don't want to hear it. Oh, that OVO check must have cleared. All right, bro, you got it. You know what? That's respect. You got it, bro. Like it's obvious where you at with it. It's obvious at that point, because what are you talking about? This is what you asked for. You got clarity on it and didn't want to accept the clarity for what it is because it goes against your narrative. That's weirdo behavior to me. Now you're the weirdo, because as a grown man who don't know either of these people in the battle, why are you going so hard? Why are you going so hard? Now you're weird. As a grown man that don't know either people in this battle, why do you have a video of a man kissing an underage girl on the cheek in your phone, bruh? Oh, that's just so I could post. No, bro, you just as guilty at this point. Because how do I not know that you don't go in the bathroom and get yourself together to it? How do I not know? It's in your phone. You saved that on purpose. You watched it without posting it. Now you're weird to me. You did that just to try to prove that somebody else is weird. No, you're weird. Why are you so invested in proving this point about somebody that you've never met before? People, you're not deep thinkers. You're not deep thinkers. If y'all were such deep thinkers and lyricist digesters, then you would kind of know that it wouldn't be smart to put that kind of video on your phone. You would know that it wouldn't be smart to sit there and say, This is what I have a problem with. And then when the people that's involved in the problem that you have dispel what you have a problem with, and you still find another reason to be upset, nigga, you the weirdo. You the weirdo. Wayne said, why do you have time? Why do you have time, bruh? You're weird, bruh. Like, why would you take the time to try to push this? You know what I'm saying? Johnny said, but that's how battle rap on stage without beats hits different. They're supposed to expose and cut deep their opponent with the lyrics. With this beef, they try to do that on beats. The only difference, but see how subtle that difference caused the argument. Yeah. You know, the thing is, acapella opposed to beats it makes it all different because now it's song quality. It's not words. It got to be song quality because a beat is along with it. So you can be talking that talk, but it don't sound good because it's on this beat. Hence, meet the grams. Trash. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's holding hands and kumbaya to get Drake out of the paint. Drake posted a story, I guess today. Drake posted a story today or something like that. Basically, I'm trying to find it. Shout out to my boy Big Ma, man. Lamar Wilson, man. Shout out to him. He reposted me on Twitter, man. Shout out to him. I'm trying to look at this right now. Basically what he was saying was hold on. Basically, they were saying, somebody said Drake via his IG story. He posted a clip of this movie scene and check out the description of what happens next. He said, this beef is not over and something is 100% coming. So I don't know if you can listen to this, but
criticism. Maybe I do. But when you die, will people notice? When I know there will be a lot of memories of me by a lot of people. Many who hate me, even so. A person needs to live with that.
I don't know if you can hear that, but basically, it says like basically, I don't mean this as a criticism. It says, maybe I do. But when you die, will people notice? When I go, there are going to be a lot of memories of me by a lot of people many who hate me. Even so, a person needs to live with vigor. And that's the end of the clip. So people's trying to break it down. Oh, he's probably great off himself. And oh, he's probably great to do this and da-da-da-da-da. And my homie said, oh, maybe it's just a new show on Netflix directed by Regina King that everybody's saying is really good. Maybe he's just watching TV. Maybe he's just watching TV, bro. Maybe he's enjoying a show on Netflix and he felt like what that man was saying was a bar. Like, maybe it's just that. Everybody's doing these super complex deep dives. When did you get deep? You eat pork. What are you talking about? Like, stop, man. Like, stop, bro. I watch so many people be so unhinged about this, dog, and it don't make sense. It don't make sense to me, dog. It's so many people being unhinged about this, dog. All the way to the point, right? He drops the Heart Part 6. I thought the Heart Part 6 was dope. The Heart Part 6 didn't need to be a party record because it's a point being made. I got it. Like, I got the gesture. It's a point being made. It ain't a time to dance. It's a time to get the point across. So the Heart Part 6 drops. 32 seconds into the Heart Part 6, everybody's calling it trash. Everybody's saying that Kendrick won. Everybody's losing. Even Rolling Stone got on and said, it's official. Kendrick Lamar has won the battle. At what unit of measurement of y'all's is the measuring stick for the battle? Like, who said that y'all had something to do with this? Like, where did that come from? Like, and you know, Kendrick Lamar fans are taking that and running with it. Rolling Stone said it, so you know it got to be true. Bro, y'all are so fake, because when was the last time that you looked at Rolling Stone anything? Let's be honest. When's the last time? That's what made me question everything. Cause I'm like, bro, y'all going a little bit too hard and not even enjoying the battle for what it is. These boys made history. And if they came out with a group record together, a group album together, are you not gonna listen because Drake's on it? What if they was like, hey man, we just put on for y'all, man. Appreciate everybody watching. We do, this is our release of we a group now called so-and-so, and our album is on Apple Music now. Are you gonna download it? Because Drake's on it? Because you remember everything you said, right? You do remember everything you said. See, the one thing about people that's unbiased, nobody was talking down on Kendrick Lamar's skill set. Nobody was talking down on who Kendrick Lamar is as a person. Nobody was doing that. Nobody was talking down on Kendrick Lamar's sexuality. So if they mend fences, you still got to stand on what you said and look goofy because you can't support him if he's doing a song with the person that you dissed. Oh my God. Listen, stick to the Aerosmith columns, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Regardless of how you feel, be honest in your discernment of what you're saying. You got to be honest with yourself, bro. Because in actuality, you talking in a tone that you've never talked before, and this is nationwide. All of a sudden, it's OVO, and and I'm always root for the underdog. So for me, I'm really rooting for Drake just because people's hating. Just because the fact that people's hating, it's like, you know what? I'm rooting for him. Even though I felt like he made the better music, it's like, oh, I'm rooting for him even more now. Because what are y'all talking about? What are y'all going through to the point where it's like, yeah, the elimination of Drake, and let's get Drake out of... Drake ain't dropped nothing but piff. Drake ain't dropped nothing but heat. If he's sitting here bashing everybody's woman that's in the industry, what does that got to do with you? Nothing. Because guess what? When you go to jail for them little 30 days and you keep going to jail for 30 days, that Best Buy technician, you see that, it's a Best Buy truck in your driveway and he is blowing your baby mama back out. You better believe it. You better believe it. I think it would be a little bit of a diss if your baby mama sucked Kendrick Lamar dick. Like, hold up, fam. She sucked off K-Dot? Like, what? Yeah, she cheated on him with Kendrick Lamar. Like, yo, huh? And then baby mama cheated on him with Kendrick Lamar. This is so invigorating. This is perpetual. This is very perpetual and fibrous. You got me digging into my deepest intersectum. My blood is coagulating in various quadrants. Oh man, Kendrick Lamar hit your baby mama with a coat on. They got low iron. Woo-hoo. 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 Yo. Kendrick Lamar came to your baby mama house in a chartreuse windbreaker. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sweating, man. Hey, yo, listen, bro. He hit your baby mama with his coat on. It was zipped up too. He had on a chartreuse windbreaker. Hey, bro, that is hilarious, man. Yo, That is so funny, man. I got off track, but the joke was there, man. I had to take it. That was hilarious, man. Basically though, in a nutshell, man, I say all that to say this. I know it's cliche to say, but it really, the winner of the rap battle was really us. Everybody that witnessed it, everybody that got a chance to watch, the emotions that you felt in the moment, of this battle. I don't go off on songs for real. But when I heard Family Matters, dog, I was going off in that car. Bro, I was going off. I said, yo, this nigga is snapping. Nigga, when I heard They Not Like Us, I just sit there and I just shook my head. I said, bro, there's nothing that nobody could say. I said, damn, it is nothing that nobody could say. When he hit him with that bar, about to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor, and then carried it on. I said, Lord, stop. They not like us. I said, damn, man. You didn't want a bop to it, but it was a bop. I'm like, Yo, it was a bop. But, if you say that strike a chord A minor was tough, then you have to admit that you say something about an A minor, but you need a B sharp. Thought you laid D flat, but D major. That's the way to neutralize that nuke. Because that A minor was crazy. That A minor was crazy. But he said B sharp. Listen, A minor to B sharp, D flat, because D major. Nah, that was hard. Like, that was cold. You know? But this is my thing. It's a bias that exists. We know this. It's a Kendrick Lamar bias. All I hope is those same people who are advocating for Kendrick Lamar in the way that they are, his next album should be number one in at least 10 slots. His next album should be number one on the Billboard. The first 10 slots should be all Kendrick Lamar. Or else you didn't mean what you said. It should show up on the charts. Not only because it's a battle, but when he starts releasing regular Kendrick Lamar music again. Because you do got to give Drake credit. Drake is the reason that he started rapping. How long has it been since he's been rapping? Drake is the reason they brought him out. It's good to see you push your pen. You really like that. Kendrick Lamar is really like that. That boy is ill. I think what was it, Good Kid, Mad City? I don't know. I think it was Good Kid, Mad City or something. It's an interlude where you could tell he's in the studio and he's explaining how he wants it to sound, like how he wants the song to go and how he's going to do it and how he's going to put it together. And at the end of it, it goes right into the song, how he was saying it to hearing it in completion. And it was like amazing because it's like, bro, you really just brought that to life how you said. And it's like, yo, he's really one of them. You know what I'm saying? But, Slime Bucci, freaky ass nigga, you a 69 God. 69 God, 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, you a 69 God. Drake, shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. We ain't rapping no more. Shoot him. that man. Because it was catchy. Freaking, you're a 69 God. They crip walking saying this. You're a 69 God. Freaking, you're a 69 God. Joey True said, so now you can't sell unless you battle and talk about your kids. I'm going to tell you one thing for sure. Anybody that battles now, the bar is set way high. A normal diss record ain't going to suffice, my boy. 300 bars of power is not going to suffice, my boy. You got to actually put effort in there, and you got to talk that talk. They set the new record. They set the new precedent of how this is supposed to go. But I got to play devil's advocate. Again, I'm a fan of both. So I could swing both directions. But I got to play devil's advocate because people was hanging so heavy on what Kendrick was talking about. And that's what didn't make sense. Again, I mentioned that everybody was like, how you address this, but you didn't address the pedophile allegations. The Heart Part 6, all he did is address the pedophile allegations. He said, I'm way too famous to, do something like that. I heard the words. I don't have the exact words. And they turned it into, basically he's saying he's way too famous to get caught messing with young girls. He did not say that. Where did you hear that at? Y'all sounding like women. No offense, Heather, but y'all sounding like women. You know how you arguing with your girl and you be like, the color is blue. So basically what you saying is, it's like, no, I said the color is blue. Why are you telling me something else that's in the realm of what I said and not what I said? You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. It's like basically you already had, you know how they say, listen to understand instead of listening to respond. Everybody that's on that side was listening to respond. They had a response already before the record's over with. You listen to this with ears that wouldn't in favor of this person that you're listening to. And yes, you listened simply because everybody's talking about that Drake broke the record for the most dislikes on a video ever. Of course, because everybody turned on him. But what they failed to mention is that at that point, the video had 15 million views, 600,000 likes. It might have had 1 million dislikes, but you can't even see a dislike on YouTube. Somebody had to use an app and go in there and find that out. So, okay, you got 1 million dislikes, 15 million views. Only one of those pay money. A dislike don't pay a dime on YouTube. Hello? Everybody that disliked it gave him a view, which made him money. So what did you really do? Answer the question. Everybody that disliked that video, you gave him a view, which paid him money. So what did you really do in the grand scheme of it? You watched it, you listened, and then you hit dislike by choice, knowing that it don't even show up. Even when you dislike it, it doesn't even stay on there. It doesn't show up. They took that feature away years ago. You can only see the likes. So you did it blindly just because it was rubbing you that raw about Drake making music. If you don't like Drake, why are you listening? If you're biased, why are you even participating in the battle? Just listen to Kendrick Lamar and keep it going. It's like, this is what I'm not understanding. Because everything that he alleged about Kendrick Lamar, beating his wife, baby by the day free, all this kind of stuff, everybody was just like, it don't matter. It don't matter. We don't want to hear about that. We don't want to know about that. We don't want to da-da-da-da-da. Even last podcast, some of those bars that Kendrick Lamar was using, we've heard them before. I'm just stating facts. We've heard them before. Even more, some of the biggest bars in this battle As you can see on the screen, Drake's favorite chord must be A minor. That is from September 21st, 2021. A minor. Certified lover boy, more like certified pedophile. That's from August 31st, 2021. If she listened to Drake, she a OV hoe. That is 2016. What if Drake was called the 69 God? $2023. Heather said, but Kendrick said this is what the culture feeling, and these ain't just his words. First of all, I'm not disputing you on that. As you know, that's your opinion and I respect it. But everybody that's a fan of Kendrick is running with the bars like he's so brilliant that he created these. When in reality, all of these bars came from somewhere else. And a couple of these guys is like, I want my credit. A couple of these guys is like, I want my credit. Everybody's talking about Drake got ghostwriters and Drake got this and Drake got da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, A minor. Gotta make it make sense, man. You gotta make it make sense, man. Huh? I'm just saying. I ain't choosing sides. I'm just representing what's in front of me. If we're gonna state facts, we gotta state facts. And the thing about all of these things that exist that I just showed y'all, everybody that's a fan of Kendrick is dismissing it. It don't matter. Kendrick won. Drake's a pedophile. Then they like, I'm tripping off how y'all worried about tweets and not worried about the fact that people were saying he was a pedophile way back then. I'm like, dog, the video was when he was 22. 22 years old. So how long you think that was a video from that long ago? The man's like 39, 38, 39. So of course they would have been said it in 2020, 2023, 2021. Of course they would. That was nothing but a handful of years ago. Right? The oldest one, 2016. 69 God. That had nothing to do with pedophilia. That wasn't even a diss for real. 69 is a man and a woman. Call himself the 6 God, 69 God, because he be fucking bitches? Hello? I mean, that's just logic, bro. Why are we minimizing each other? And I resonate with this, man, because I've been in environments, I don't want to bring up the place I was at, but I was doing a roast battle at a place on a platform that's a big platform. A big platform. The roast was going out to millions of people. It's some big names in the building. Some people that was in that room are mega millionaires now, mega millionaire comedian stars, right? What I'm saying is, I was so surprised to see how they was minimizing each other, including me. Everybody was minimizing the jokes to make them seem less funny because they wanted to seem like the funniest. And it threw me off because I'm like, I thought the goal was to win for everybody. But maybe I'm just built different. In this instance, if we're going to hold people's feet to the fire, we got to hold everybody's feet to the fire. I don't have a problem with him using those tweets. What he said was dope. It's going to be of legend, but we can't ignore the facts. All of a sudden, Drake got to explain what he's doing, but Kendrick he don't have to explain anything. His questions went unanswered. On top of that, everybody was, you ain't addressed the pedophile allegations, you ain't addressed this, you ain't addressed that. And the minute that he did, what happened? The minute that he did, he sounds like he's explaining. He sounds like he's just tapped out. He sounds like he don't want to do it no more. He sounds like he don't even want to battle. Bro, y'all all talking about the wrong shit. Why are we even talking about that? Y'all wanted a response. He gave you the response, and then you said you didn't like how it sounded. What are we talking about? Y'all taking the fun out of the battle. All of a sudden, y'all micromanaging and nitpicking on one side. Y'all didn't say shit about that Meet the Grams beat. That shit was trash. That shit was trash. He could have said all of those same words on a better beat, and Drake would have been in trouble. In trouble. Matter of fact, Meet the Grams and what was it? Meet the Grams and the Heart Part 6 was the same flow energy. It was the same flow energy. But nobody respected Drake's, but they just was like, what Kendrick did was so epic and thought-provoking. Oh, y'all, because y'all own beats. Y'all just crib about beats. Y'all trying to twerk. Here y'all go minimizing again. Here you go tapping into somebody's sexuality. You trying to insult somebody's sexuality just to get your point across because you trying to avoid what's really in front of you. Oh, you want a beat that you can twerk to. I'm a grown-ass man. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? 99.9% of the people that was in them comments talking are not real Kendrick Lamar fans. They just hate Drake. Let's be honest. Also, 99.9% of those people that's been talking down this whole time and talking to people crazy are not willing to put their jaw on the line for the shit that they saying. Because when you're dealing with real folk who stand for something, they're going to put this beef to the side and address you directly. And a lot of people ain't built for that. I had to tell people, I said, bro, don't get this comedy shit confused. At the end of the day, I'm a man. Don't think because I'm smiling and I'm happy all the time that I won't check you and get you straight. I jam your daddy in the front yard. Nigga, who you talking to? Dig what I'm saying? This is real deal. How does a rap battle turn to you disrespecting me? How? We not even rapping. We not even rapping. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that we got to figure out, you know? You know? But listen, no need to argue in the comments. Opinions are to be respected around these parts. What's not being respected now, and this is where I think it's too far gone. I honestly, me personally, this is just my opinion. This is my feelings. I don't need nobody to try to talk me out of how I feel because as a man, I'm saying what I'm saying and I'm standing on it. I feel like Drake won that battle. I feel like Drake washed him. Kendrick Lamar had great songs and he had mid disses. That's just me. Three of the songs was the same thing, the same sentences being repeated. Three of the songs. 616 in LA, everybody deemed it as a dud. How did you win when y'all dropped the same amount of songs? See, 616 in LA was a dud. I love the song. I think that song is dope. That's a dope song. That definitely, if you put it on Apple Music, is going in my playlist. But according to the battle, that song ain't respected. They Not Like Us is going to chart and it's going to go number one and it's going to be the first number one diss song. As it should. It's dope. But it ain't doing nothing with Family Matters. I don't care if he stepped on it. It's not doing nothing with Family Matters. Family Matters set the bar. You want to do a 6-minute song? I'm going to do a 7-minute song. And I'm going to do it better than you. Because let's be honest, Euphoria was mid all the way up into the last 2 or 3 minutes. He started sliding in them last 2 or 3 minutes. The rest of that shit was mid. Coming from Kendrick Lamar, the Kendrick Lamar that we know, that shit was mid. Let's be honest. So to me, I feel like Drake washed him. Not to mention what Drake was standing against according to what Kendrick was standing against. Kendrick ain't got nothing he's standing against besides him. Nigga, Drake is dealing with Rick Ross. He's dealing with The Weeknd. He's dealing with Kanye West. He's dealing with Pharrell. He's dealing with Elliott Wilson. He's dealing with who else? My son. It's so many people that was against him. He's having to battle everybody 20v1 and stood tall. Didn't miss a beat. So I feel like when you put those metrics together, man, you know, I don't even think it was close. Because when has a battle ever been about bars for real? Like, it's like you rapping, you making good songs, but when has it ever been about super lyrical miracle? It's never been that. It's never been that. You know what I'm saying? Now, it transitions to this. All of a sudden, right? All of a sudden, we get the news that somebody gets shot outside of Drake's house in Toronto. Somebody drove by, shot his crib up, basically. Security guard got hit. He's in the hospital fighting for his life. The battle gets different now. It's not a battle no more. This is serious. Somebody's fighting for their life. They posted on Instagram, and people are laughing in the comments. You that much of a Kendrick Lamar fan that you're laughing at somebody who's fighting for their life just because they was outside of Drake's house? What are we talking about? At this point, what are we talking about? It's not even fun no more. Like, it's not even fun anymore. A man gets shot. Now, this is serious. Because regardless if Kendrick had something to do with it or people's just taking it in their own hands in Toronto, just because it's knuckleheads everywhere. People taking it into their own hands. Now it's serious. The fact that you in the comments laughing tells me who you are as a person. You're not a fan. You're a flunky at this point. Because ain't nothing funny about that. Somebody's fighting for their life that had nothing to do with this. And it wasn't even no gunplay. It wasn't even no gangster action. What's funny about that? People are in the comments being so callous to what's going on. When you hang around a pedophile, that's what happens, bro. You have no proof of this. You have no proof of this. Now you're turning it into something else. All of a sudden, somebody else tries to get to the thing and they get arrested. They go to the embassy, they get arrested. They try to jump the fence and break into the house and do all of this. What's going on at this point? It's not funny anymore. This ain't hip hop. But everybody that was a Kendrick Lamar fan is in the comments laughing. Yeah, OVO, they not like us. Da-da-da-da-da-da. They not like us. What is going on, bro? Where we at with it now? Because now you showing your hand. This was never about rap. You just didn't like that man. But you didn't want to seem like a hater because it's not cool to be a hater because you don't really have a reason to not like him. Everybody keep using DMX. DMX apologized to Drake for what he said. DMX got on the radio and admitted. He's like, I'm stupid. He's like, I'm saying this about this dude. He said, I finally talked to him. He's like, man, you raised me. And he's like, I felt so stupid saying this, not knowing that this dude grew up off my music. All I'm saying is, I am a Kendrick Lamar fan. When Kendrick drop, it's going to be a lot of fans that act like people that are fans of Drake shouldn't be listening to Kendrick. They're going to act like that. You know? It's like, it's like when Drake drops, his stuff is going to do numbers, but a lot of the numbers are going to be the haters just to confirm that they don't like it. Watch what I'm telling you. But what you got to realize is they still playing Drake's music in clubs. They played 21 just had a show and he played Drake's verse and the arena was going off. Drake ain't losing no steam, my boy. Kendrick Lamar ain't losing no steam. If anything, that just boosted Kendrick Lamar to make music. We need Kendrick Lamar to make music. He's one of the best to do it. So if that's what it's going to be, then let's have it be that. You know what I mean? I know one thing you can't tell me is that I can't listen to Kendrick Lamar. I'm a grown man. I'm going to jam that Kendrick Lamar. I don't care if I enjoy corduroy music. You know what I'm saying? But I know when Drake drop, it's going to be so many people hating on the music. Watch. Daylight's hating on Drake. Why? Why are you here? You a battle rapper that don't even want to battle rap. What are we talking about? Everybody just wants relevancy at this point. You know what I'm saying? This is why I choose the underdog. That shows how much of the man that he really is, that it takes that much to try to shut it down. Oh, y'all big pressed. That's what shows me. That tells me that y'all are big pressed. Y'all more pressed than Kendrick is. Kendrick is on top right now. Kendrick can drop right now. That shit gonna go number one. He can go tour and it's gonna kill. Schoolboy Q had a show and everybody saying F Drake. Why? I'm trying to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't understand, man. You know what I'm saying? Joey True said, and it's okay to bring the kids into it on a rap beef, and you think that's okay. I don't know what y'all talking about. I mean, them bringing the kids into it, my personal opinion, them bringing the kids into it, I thought it was, they talking, but it was harmless. They weren't even disrespecting the kids. Like, they just brought them into it. Like, I don't think they was disrespecting the kids. Like, if they was disrespecting the kids, I'd be like, come on, bro. But I think they was just doing the kid thing on some more exposing type stuff. Like, let me expose this about the kids, you know what I mean? But, Slime said, honestly, sad to say, if Tory was out, he definitely would have had a fellow Canadian step up by his side. Oh God, Tory already said he's on Drake's side. He talked to Joe Budden. See, it goes to show, man. Like I'm a avid fan of the Joe Budden podcast. I catch every episode, right? I'm a fan of the Joe Budden podcast. But one thing that I have to admit is, Joe has a bias against Drake because they beefing right now. Joe gave Drake's music some bad reviews and, Drake spoke his mind and that was that. So now, they got a little static with each other and this beef happens. Who you think Joe's going to go for? Come on, man. So he went for Kendrick and he pushed that narrative super duper hard. So now it's publicized. Oh, Joe Budden says it. Now it's da-da-da-da-da. When did you start believing in Joe Budden? Y'all was the same people talking down on Joe Budden. I don't even listen to his show. I don't even listen to Joe Budden. Come on, bro. Y'all stop it. Stop it. You know what I mean? And it's like, regardless of people's opinions, I just think that we got an excellent samurai display of how to do it. We was hanging on the edge of our seats for this music to release. People were saying that they ain't never refreshed their YouTube so many times to try to get this music. I get on Instagram and see that it dropped. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to listen to what's going on. I feel like I don't have nothing to do now that it's over. It's like, bro, I don't have nothing to do. Like, what am I supposed to do now? I'm still listening to Family Matters, bro. Like, I'm listening to that. Like, that's a part of my rotation. I like They Not Like Us, but I'm not a big West Coast, kind of like, it's not in my rotation. I'm listening to it, but it's not in my rotation because I'm just not a heavy West Coast, like that's super West Coast music. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody's crip walking and dancing to it. You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, they dropped excellence. So it's no longer a point to carry it on and disrespect each other and go tooth and nail for some people that don't even know you, when the whole point was just to enjoy the battle. So if you don't mess with Drake when he dropped, don't listen. We don't need your opinion if you don't mess with him. You've already established that. So if you tell me you don't mess with Drake and you listen when he drops his album, you're weird. That's telling me something about you. You're weird. Dig what I'm saying? Same thing. If you don't rock with Kendrick, and then when Kendrick's album drop, you say it's trash, you're weird. I'm listening to both albums and ain't nothing nobody can tell me. You can't stop me from doing that. You can't stop me from being a fan. You can't stop me from being subjective. You can't stop me from having an opinion. I'd never let another man talk me out of my opinion just to agree with his. Bro, I'm not here to debate with you. You know how many dudes I done told you, bro? My opinion ain't for you to debate. I'm not trying to convince you to think like me. Think like you, bro. And I'm going to respect it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we won. You know? So, a whole lot of stuff is coming out in the wash. You know what I'm saying? They talking about the girl. Some girls talking about Kendrick Lamar done hit them and all this kind of stuff, and he ain't really with his baby mama and all that, which ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It sounded good. I'm just mad that they stopped making music. That was the best music I done heard in a minute. Now what do we do? I hope Drake drops something else to make Kendrick drop something else. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, hey, Heather and Joe, y'all stop it, man. Joey True, y'all stop it, man. They over getting into it y'all getting into it in the comments. Stop this white on white crime. Stop this white on white crime. Yeah, man. Anyway, you know what I mean? Let me play this jam again, man, because, you know, we 2 hours in, man. We'll never make it to 2 hours. But that was a great discussion. You know what I mean? Great coverage. And, you know, it is what it is. And not to mention, let me give a round of applause for the show, man. Round of applause to the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, because tonight we have officially hit another live viewership best for the podcast, man. Episode 44, we have hit a viewership best right now live. This is the most that we've ever had watching this live right now. So shout out to y'all. Man. Shout out to all y'all, man. You know what I mean? We got a lot of people watching this joint too, man. That's dope. I don't even want to get off because it's so cold, but you know, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, man. We really going through it out here.
Way to see my friends.
So yo. So check it out, man. I appreciate everybody watching episode 44 of the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on YouTube, man. Make sure you follow my YouTube, Starks TV on YouTube. If you follow me on Facebook, man, Comedian Larry Starks on Facebook, Real Starks 27 on Instagram and Twitter, man. You know what I mean? Push the narrative out. And let me turn this off real quick. I need to, you know, put that out that I'm entertaining the idea of having some co-hosts. Because I mean, you know, I do this dolo, but I don't know if anybody be living on the schedule I be living on. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I enjoy chopping it up with y'all, but I like to have some live dialogue with somebody too, man. So I'm entertaining the idea of co-hosts. You know, I might put it, and I want a female co-host, you know what I mean, and possibly a male co-host, because I always want a female point of view on things to make it objective. But I'm putting that in the atmosphere, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'll continue. Episode 44 of the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. Make sure you share this thing, man. Share this thing on your news feed, man. Tell people you enjoyed yourself, you know what I'm saying? For everybody listening, man, this will be uploaded to your audio listening platform, you know, immediately, you know what I'm saying? So if you got Spotify, if you got Apple Music, iTunes, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It'll be on your nearest podcast platform, you know what I mean? And it's to be available for you watching on YouTube. Every episode of the Areola Rollercoaster podcast is on a playlist on my YouTube channel, man. You know what I'm saying? So Slime Bucci, Heather, Joey True, everybody, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Cousin Wayne, man. What up, man? You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody, man. We gonna go out on this Craig David, man. Let's go. Let's go.
So was she keen? She couldn't wait. Cinnamon Queen, let me update. Oh, what did you say? She said she loved to rendezvous. She asked me what we were gonna do. So we stopped with a bottle of Moet for 2 Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday. Met this girl on Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on.
Oh my God. Holla at ya, boy.